Welcome in everyone to your weekly astrology and tarot reading. So we are tapping into the week starting Monday, September 16th through Sunday, September 22nd. And this is it's a big week. So we have the full moon eclipse in Pisces on Tuesday the 17th. So that'll be a big one for this week. We have a couple things going on astrologically, so that full moon eclipse is kind of kicking the week off. So when we think of the full moon eclipse in Pisces, right, this is going to be a lot of spiritual energy. Really, it's about diving deep into our unconscious, into our deep emotions, and really, again, like swimming in that, right? It's like diving deep, understanding what's going on there and looking at those emotions. And there's going to be emotions that have been there unconsciously, really deep down, that you've kind of been ignoring or pushing away. And those are that eclipse energy with that Piscean energy is really going to ask you to dive in there. It's going to ask you to feel your feels and look at those, because what are those emotions telling you? And also, like, what action do we need to take to help support our emotional health and help to integrate those if it's based on, any sort of negative emotions or maybe traumas or heartache from the past. What do we need to do now to change our thoughts, our beliefs, our patterns, and our actions to align with our highest and best good? So it's going to really, this eclipse energy too, so it's going to give you a look ahead at what's going to happen in 2025. So 2025 is going to be a huge year astrologically and energetically. I think most, if not all, the outer planets are going to be changing signs. So outer planets are farther away, so they stay in signs longer than the planets that are closer in to the sun. So with those bigger planets and those outer planets changing signs, I mean, it's a huge year for change, transformation, like to next level. So this energy is kind of going to give you a little look ahead, kind of giving you a little sneak peek at the new path that you will be starting in 2025. So you might get a little taste of that. So just, again, it's a week to surrender. Allow yourself to go with the flow. It's not a week to really try and control things or even make things happen this week, because we do have on the 18th, which is Wednesday, Mercury is opposing Saturn. So with that alignment, you definitely do not want to sign any contracts, get in any deals, or have any deep discussions about your path moving forward or trying to figure out things. These two planets don't see eye to eye, so especially deep conversations or trying to work through any sort of conflict or planning you're going to have some misunderstandings potentially, or just conflicts, or anything you bind on that day could potentially lead to some, again, disruptions, or it's not going to be an easy process. So I definitely would, the 18th, I'd probably just lay low and just don't do anything big, and just kind of, again, to maybe even, I would say, big social events or anything, you might want to just stay home that day. And then so the other two things on the 19th, so we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we have some big planetary shifts here, but the sun is trine Uranus on the 19th. This is going to be positive though. So with Uranus, right, Uranus is the planet of surprises, unexpected things, good, positive things, but you may get some unexpected news, or just, get a surprise again, positively, right? Someone might come back from the past, or just, again, you might get some surprise shifts happening that maybe were unexpected. That's the 19th. And then the 22nd, Venus moves into Scorpio. So this is going to be, and this is also the fall equinox, mind you. So that fall equinox energy of us shifting into the harvest mode, plus Scorpio, lots of passion. I mean, this is going to be intensify passions and desires when it comes to matters of love or relationships. It would be a good time to try and ignite the flame if it was dull or out, or to like go out there and date, or to be romantic. But you might feel that romantic passion and energy moving through you. It's a very creative time, and using so that energy is going to inspire you. Your passions are going to inspire action, creative action, that the results are going to be really great. So it's a good time to use that Scorpio and Venus energy together. That's going to be amazing. So that's the week in astrology for us. Let's dive in to the cards here. So I do have the Time Traveler's Oracle that I'm going to start out with the Energy Oracle, and then we'll tap into the Dreamy Moons Tarot. So the oracles I pull kind of give us kind of a base foundation of maybe the themes or energies going on for this week, and then we clarify with the tarot to just get deeper messages here. So before I start, just some housekeeping. If you're interested in a individual reading, you can schedule one with me at my website, which the link is below in the description. I do a 30-minute or hour reading, and you can really dive into anything. We can do, the 30-minute readings, we probably can hit one topic. So if you want to hit like general love and romance, or if you want to ask about a specific relationship or connection, career, work, sometimes people just want like general guidance information, and but we can also dive into any specific situation that you want to ask about. All right. And if you're interested in some energy kind of support here, I do have an Etsy shop linked. I do have some amazing crystal and stone, mostly bracelets, that are very supportive depending on the metaphysical properties of the crystals. I also have a connection that does amazing Reiki, and she actually does golden dragon healing energy on all of them. And then I have just recently we had the Aquarius full moon last month, which was really big energies, and I did put them outside in the ground, so got some grounding energy. They were cleansed and then reactivated with that full moon. So take a look. I don't have all the bracelets that I have on this site, so if you're looking for anything specifically, just message me and I can let you know if I have that stone for you. All right, let's see here. So we have September 16th week. What is the message guidance for the collective? We got Vitality, the Sun card. I love that. That reminds me of that like Venus energy, that Scorpio like kind of warmth and like passion. We got expansion, planet Jupiter. Look at that. Love it. And patience. Under the Bodhi tree, northern India. So we got vitality, expansion, and patience. And vitality and expansion kind of are ringing similarly to me right now for the week, but there's definitely a good week to revitalize yourself. You might feel invigorated. That warmth, I feel that warmth, like something this week, just feeling good. There's a lot of, when we feel good and we have people that are filling us up with that warm kind of positive energy, it does help us expand and feel more free and expansive. I feel like a freeing energy happening this week with Jupiter. Also, it's a lucky week I'm picking up on. So it's a lucky week for love, for one. If you've been waiting for something to shift, or like waiting for love to come in, or you've been looking for a situation specifically that, like, you know, wanting to kind of, I'm feeling this feeling of wanting to move through it. Like, I want this to kind of wrap this up. I'm in a situation that's still kind of, I'm in the midst of, I'd say it's not there's definitely some challenge to it. And there's this need for patience. It's almost like this week is going to help move things along in a better direction, or at least move it to where you are kind of wrapping it up. So with vitality, we have walking away. Expansion, we have angel of balance. And with patience, we have the sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron with the third eye here. So I feel like expansion kind of is tied to these two, the Angel of Balance and the 40 card, the third eye. So I do feel like there's some support from an energetic, higher dimensional level right now that's really helping to bring harmony and kind of open you up to gain new wisdom and perspective about your life or a certain situation. And this could result in you walking away from something here that, or walking towards, I feel too, like this is kind of the light at the end of the tunnel I'm seeing, this by Sun card. And you're kind of walking towards the sun now, like it's getting bigger, like you're kind of getting out of the tunnel here. It is requiring you to move and take action. But I do feel like the action's gonna be inspired, right? Because we have that Scorpio energy and Venus. We have that Uranus energy. It could be something that's surprising that happens, that is positive, that's asking you to walk towards something better here. And you're gaining some, I feel like a big week about gaining some new perspective and insight from a spiritual level that's really expansive for you. Nice. I like that. And we have the 44 card and the 11 card. So we have 4, 4, and 11. Which 44, the 4 to me is a good, just healing number. Okay, so let's get more information. So underneath we have the Lovers. So this could be a decision around a relationship or love or a connection. And I'm just picking this up because of this card, but also just what I immediately picked up on. You could have to make a decision about what to do in regards to this. We have the King of Crystals, the Ace of Crystals, the Two of Crystals. Whoa, we got, look at all these crystals here. And then the Hermit. I do see the Five of Cups, but then the Two of Cups and the Ace of Stars. So I'm gonna, so I do feel like there's a decision that has to be made, but so these are all, the crystals are swords, to clarify here. And this could be tied to a King of Swords, someone that could be someone you're connected with. That could be an air sign, just so we have Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. It could also be a Virgo, I'm seeing here, or Gemini again. So we have double Gemini. So you could be dealing with a Gemini or any of those signs, but just kind of throwing that out there. So this could be that individual. I do feel like this week you are gaining some clarity around this situation or connection. This could be some like revelation too with that Uranus. This could be some sort of truth, you know, a surprise truth, or just like an expression of truth out of the blue. And I feel like it's like breaking through this two of crystals here, or Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is a very blocked energy. This could be that you're just not really communicating your truth, or you're kind of just been sitting on the fence about like how to approach the situation or what to do about it. Or you've kind of been in this place of limbo of like, you know, there's something that needs to be addressed or discussed, but there's been no action on this or no communication. But I do feel like this week, it could be coming out, like you're finally like gaining clarity, or something unexpectedly prompts you to speak your truth about it. But these are very like introspective cards, right? We have the Hermit and the Two of Swords. So I do feel like you have kind of been really going within yourself, kind of sitting on something, trying to gain, again, some wisdom about it. Like, what do I do? What's right for me? Really, you know, I almost go back to my feelings, like going deep within my intuition and my feelings to say, what is it I need to work through to help me make a more clear decision, or just like kind of assessing your life in general. This could also be you really going deep and doing some like internal spiritual work around stuck emotions, like I said. You know, we talked about that. With that Piscean energy, right? That full moon eclipse in Pisces, that's all about emotions here. And we do have the Five of Cups, Two of Cups. So it could really be looking at some, you know, feelings of loss or grief or sadness. This could go back, you know, to just the past, right? Like past grief, past heartache that are stuck, or that you haven't fully integrated or worked through. This can also be about this situation we talked about, that, you know, there is some level of, if you do walk away from something or someone, or need to speak your truth, I do feel like it could potentially cause some sadness for one of you. And that's why you've kind of haven't been saying anything about it or addressing it. But on the other side of this, which I love, it's almost like, I mean, the cheesy saying, right? The truth shall set you free. I do feel like what you're not speaking has kind of been almost like your own, you've been kind of bound by this. Like it's almost like bondage. You feel stuck, and it's like, that feeling isn't great, right? You feel really constricted by these, not being able to freely express how you feel. But on the other side of that is this Two of Cups, Ace of Stars, which is the Ace of Pentacles. So there is a new opportunity that is waiting for you in regards to love, but also in regards to just like harmony within yourself. The Two of Cups is about like harmonious emotional state. But I feel like you're opening yourself up to be able to receive something amazing with this Two of Cups. And that's this Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles is really about like actually finally like manifesting it and experiencing this. Like you're going to experience some new opportunity, a new door opening up, a new chapter that's tangible for you. So I definitely like that. So I'm going to put these more to the side so we have some room to continue. We got one that fell out. So we got the Six of Wands, And I just heard it, I just intuitively heard the opportunity here. So this card that just flew out is the opportunity, which is the Six of Wands. So this is about some sort of success. Like in this deck you see here, the picture's a little different. It's like someone standing above everyone else, and they're almost like, you know, feeling like they completed something, and they're feeling this like, oh my gosh, like I completed this, I'm successful. Like I feel this energy of something really good. Like you feel like, wow, like I got through this, I'm on the other side of this. And there's some sort of recognition from other people, or even just from a higher divine energy perspective, of some sort of like, I'm hearing like a reward, you know, almost like, you know, the Olympics, like when you're the winner, you're the gold medalist, and you receive your gold medal. There's something physically tangible that you're going to get that's almost like a reward for the difficulties or challenges that you've been through. I like that a lot. And look at that, 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, that's your reward here. There is some sort of physical manifestation. It could be abundance, right? It could be some sort of monetary, something unexpected too with that Uranus. There's something unexpected that you're going to get this week, or it's going to be, you're going to start to see something. So I'm getting either money, monetary, some sort of abundance. On this card here, this deck, the Ten of Stars has this family and connection here. So this could be about family connection, or just you and your, like, you know, building a family. So again, there could be some news or something that you've been trying to achieve, a goal, or like to have a desire that I feel like is finally coming into fruition for you. That's amazing. Knight of Wands, it could happen again very fast, unexpectedly here with that Knight of Wands. It's this like impulsive, like quick energy. And then the Eight of Cups. So same, we got Eight of Cups, which is also kind of the walk away card. You're walking away from something. So you could unexpectedly get something that also supports you in actually walking away from a situation, and kind of gives you that, yeah, that like, okay, now I can do this. And maybe before, for you to walk away from something or change something, there was some factors about it that was going to make it difficult or challenging about how you were going to do it if you left this situation. So it could be a relationship, it could be a job, like a lifestyle, like just something you've always been doing. Maybe you've been in the same sort of work for a long time and you've been trying to, you know, get out of the normal, you know, 9 to 5. But I do feel like something finally kicks in that allows you to walk away from this finally, and you not feeling so anxious about it, or like, well, if I do this, this could be really difficult and challenging for me. So you've kind of just stayed where you've been at. I'm just gonna get some clarifiers here. What's the Ten of Stars, sorry. Temperance, there's patience again. So we got 2 tarot cards that align with our oracle cards here. So this is like kind of like, you know what, just again, I feel like there's no action you have to take. This is just almost like you have a lot of divine support that have been helping you, and something like, it's almost like the universe is just handing you something. And it's almost like you finally, there was like a tipping point, some sort of karmic, you've completed some sort of karmic cycle, learned some karmic lesson, or just like it was divine timing. And it's like all of a sudden with that Temperance card, there is this really soothing kind of supportive energy. What's the Knight of Wands about? So yeah, there's something. So something's been difficult. You've definitely been through like a difficult chapter in your life. If it's a relationship, definitely has been challenging. It's almost like you're worn out. You're worn out by the situation. It's worn you down. It's been challenging. You've been beat up. And you're kind of like ready to give up on this and walk away. But again, it's like, I almost feel like you're not giving up because there's something about it that keeps you there. It could be money. It could be, you know, security reasons, or just, hey, what do I do if I leave this, you know, type of work I've been doing forever, and I'm just going to go into the unknown without any like income coming in, something like that. Or even a relationship where it's like, if I walk away from this, there's something about like being on the other side of that and like single that's going to be challenging. I feel that keeps you there. Yeah, it's definitely been, there's been a lot of heartache and difficulty in your life for some period of time, I feel. And it could be about too with this Knight of Wands. It could be the people that you've been having to deal with. Because the Knight of Wands, when we think of like a person or type of connections, aren't very supportive. They're not stable. These type of people too aren't, you can't like rely on them. They're very impulsive. They're not very responsible. They're not really have the capability to like, when we think of the Two of Cups, right, this equal give and take, like the Knight of Swords or Wands doesn't necessarily have that ability. They don't have that template that they're ready and able to show up for somebody else because they're kind of stuck within their own emotional trauma. Or there's that ego there. But all those kind of characteristics, when we look at the root, it's really about trauma. It's about childhood trauma, maybe even past life trauma, where, you know, again, their belief system, they're very reactive, they're impulsive, and they're very self-motivated because, again, they have that either like protection mechanism going on. That could be someone with addiction, addictive behaviors, but that runs the gamut. That Knight of Wands from a more, when we think of the duality of the card on the more negative spectrum is people like that. But what they do, these people pull you in because they're charming. They maybe, you know, you really connect from a chemistry standpoint, right? Wands are about passion and chemistry. So you're very attracted to these people. And that's what kind of gets you pulled in. So the Eight of Cups, we have the High Priestess. So I feel like your intuition is going to be on high. The High Priestess too is very Piscean energy. So it's like you finally know, like you just know where you're going, right? Eight of Cups, where you're going towards. You finally just know where you're headed, or maybe you finally just know you have to walk away from something. But you're gaining some very deep spiritual information and guidance right now from your higher self and your guides, because you have the Hermit and the High Priestess here. And that's very spiritual, big spiritual wisdom coming through. And then the Queen of Wands. So you have the mix of the eclipse Piscean energy here, but you also have that passion and motivational energy. So the Queen of Wands is more like Leo energy or Aries, but I kind of am feeling some Scorpio energy with this Queen of Wands, because that Venus in Scorpio just exudes confidence and passion and desire, and like people are going to be very attractive. You're also maybe more attractive in general during this time because of that Venus in Scorpio. But I do feel like this is like motivated energy coming in, very creative, like I talked about earlier. And that's what's really going to be combined with your higher guidance right now. That's really going to propel you to take some action and move forward on something. But where you're headed here, let's just pull. I'm going to pull a card about where you're, so this Eight of Cups, like, where are you walking towards? Four of Crystals. So that's Four of Swords. So this is like you're walking away from emotions or situations that were emotionally depleting, and you're walking towards stuff that's very healing energy. You could be going on vacation or going somewhere that's going to be kind of a retreat for you, or to get away from the norm. But I like that Four of Crystals here. You're going towards things that are very nurturing and healing for you. Maybe also situations that are not so, triggering anxiety or overthinking. And then the Three of Cups. Look at that. I love this Three of Cups. Like, this is about connections. You're walking towards more connections that feel good, that are healing for you, that are really able to fill your cup up. And it's going to be more than one type of relationship. So this is going to run the gamut of friends, maybe love and partnerships, and connections. I'm loving this week. I really am loving the cards. There's a little bit of like, there's a little bit of like a hurdle to get over here. But this hurdle, it's kind of been like you've been dealing with this for a long time. So it's not like this is some new hurdle, but it's almost like just enough fire, enough wisdom that's going to come through. A third eye activation high this week as well. But that's just going to push you, just give you that little push. And also surprise. There is definitely a surprise here this week. So let me know what your surprises were this week and how they showed up for you. And also how this resonates in the comments. But if this resonated for you, hit that like button and subscribe to stay connected to me and future videos. But you guys have an amazing week, and I will see you in the next reading.